How's it going, everybody? Kyther here. Welcome back to another episode of our Minecraft Let's Play world. Now, I've introduced myself differently this time. It has been a long time in the making, sort of, to swap over the name. And since I've started two new series this week, the Ease series and Infamous's First Light, and we've hit episode 51, so I figured that would be a good time to actually do the name change. So yeah, anyway, last episode we worked on in the Nether, getting rid of the last of the Nether wreck in the lower part of the big blocky area we've got in there. We'll be going back in there later today, and I've gone and done some of the ceiling work. But before we can even go out there, because we're going to start working on making our sort of nether farm, I suppose you could say, we need a little bit of resources in terms of redstone. So with that and some form of building block, we might end up just going for the stone because we have an abundance of that. Still haven't sorted this out of displaying what's what, but you can see we're up to here, and the nether rack, and then the quartz. I could have sworn I had a lot more quartz, but I don't, and that's all the slab walls. Yeah, that entire room's empty. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that in the past. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go grab a couple of things, sort a couple of things out, and I shall meet you guys in the nether. But before we go into the nether, there's a few things that we need to gather that I need to go and grab. So this is the redstone stuff we've got at the moment. It won't be enough for everything, but it'll be a good start. These two shulker boxes are empty, by the way, because we're going to come down here. We're going to need our gravel one. Bloop. And we also need the sand one. Hap hap. There we go. That was the empty one. Yep. Gravel and sand. Cool. So we're going to go smelt a lot of this sand into glass. But before I do that, I do want to take out a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 9, 10, 11, 12. Actually, I'll need more. We'll do it like that, actually, because I will be needing more, probably need more glass than I'll need of the other block. So, all of these have 10 coal in them. We're just going to sit Mr. Sugar box of sand. Oh, that didn't work how I wanted it to work. I can't place that. No! I was hoping I could just shortcut that up there like that. Ah, it's because you've got that on there, that's right. Damn it. Do we have a... Alright, let me try to... Okay, well that didn't quite work how I wanted it to. Yep. Let me go down and grab that hopper. And we shall shove that into there. So that should be draining. They all smelt that. And geez, what we want to do with the rest of this gravel, oh, just enough, is we are going to, no, before we do that, actually, I'm going to shove that in this box so I don't lose it. That'll need to go back down here. So I'm going to just sit it there. Oops. Misaligned myself. We're going to pick up this box. Actually, both of these. Sorry. And we are going to go head to... Oh, what time is it? We'll sleep first. But we're going to go head out to where our witch farm is, because we need some blue flowers. Alright, so the patch for the beacon is still here. And we have some witches. 3 of them in there. Alright, this is what we're after. The beautiful, beautiful blue orchid. Now I've also come out here a little unprepared. So I'm gonna have to silk touch me some grass. Alright, so got me a little bit of a platform up here, and of course I actually came out here a little unprepared, more than I had thought. Just need to create some spots to put some pistons on the side here, down like so. Grab that and then do the same on the other side, but we also need to create a bit of a line down here. I'm just going to have to manually do this. Because I didn't bring everything that I needed. So that'll... this might work. We'll end up seeing. I have to do that like so, and instead of just shift back and forth while turning on a clock. That will use the... Did I bring it? Is it in the chest? In here? Yes, my dispenser. I'm all over the place. So we have to put this in the middle. Oh, I can't reach. Of course I can't reach. I would need to be able to reach. And that will be filled up with bones, which I did not bring. Alright, I'm gonna go... We'll set this up properly instead. So it turns out I missed a block, probably even a couple of blocks up there. Mr. Creeper spawned on that block just there. That's not good. Anyway, turns out I did have the bones on me. I'm a bit silly. I was looking for a white box for some reason. Alright, we turn these into bone meal. I probably won't need that many. But that's that. And I wanted to test... It's not gonna work the way I wanted it to, because I don't have enough. Anywho, if we just add a bit of a clock here, that should work. Like, sort of work. What I wanted to know was if I put that like that. We just grab this one. Just want to know if it works. Not helping. Did I put an item in there or not? No, I did not. If we put that might work. And also, yep, that works. Works how I wanted it to. Do both those, and we shall sleep, so we don't get absolutely destroyed by mobs when they appear. And then the rest of this won't work because I'll be short one comparator now. Not necessarily. But that has worked that. No. Don't work because that's not quick enough. Really? Okay. Oh well. I might have to just do this manually for the moment. Alright, so it turns out I was a little bit of a derp. I had the bones chest on me. I was looking for a white one for some reason. But anyway, I have hooked this monstrosity up. It's not the best work, but it works. If we... First of all, I'll just unhook this. If I just break that. Or not. Turn that off. That's my problem. That's stopping it at the moment. Hep. We're going to have some crazy shifting floors going on. Now if we hook that up, yeah, we get flowers. And I can just run around up here, stand here, and collect them. So I am going to do that for a little while to grab a fair few of these. And I will be back at base, or actually I might even be at the Nether when this is all done. Mr. Creeper has disappeared. Alright, so now that we've got all of our glass smelted, have these and a full shulker blocks of these blue orchids. Gonna take a few of these. Gonna turn all these into light blue dye. Then we're gonna, oh actually I can actually take all those. Oh, awesome. We're gonna change this into light blue dye. Bam. Throw that back in there. And then by taking these, change all that into light concrete powder. Or the light blue concrete powder. And then I have to go through this painstaking process of changing the powder into the hardened concrete. Alright, time to get to work. Alright guys, so we're into the Nether. I have some fire resistance and a strength 2 potion, because we need to reclaim back that platform. And I have a whole bunch of stuff in here. This is the chest of everything that's kind of needs to make the whole redstone side of the stuff work. That's empty. And that's got nether brick half slabs in it. So, make sure I use Silk Touch. There we go. So, yeah, we need to reclaim this. Now, I actually might just straight up drink the fire resistance. I mainly got that for if I fell on lava. But if I just run over here, there are so many of everything. Why? Just don't knock me off and I'll be happy. Be gone. Thank you. Why? So, I am going to attempt to try and take this back as quick as possible. And actually I should have grabbed some slabs out. Because we're going to have to... We're eventually going to have to rip this platform up anyway. Let me try and take you out. Take you out. Best bet for me would be actually just to jump down there, I think. Anyway. Bit of a montage time, I think. Oh, I nearly hit a pigman. That was close. Hey, we've got one skeleton head from that. Hey, we've got another skull. Jeez. That was so easy. Alright, now provided that nothing really lethal spawns, we're good. Oops. And, of course, I want to be careful on the edges. Especially if something more dangerous spawns. Alright. Get rid of both of you before I run out of the fire resistance. And hopefully I'll be able to fill in the rest of this in peace before we have to go and get rid of all these zombie pigmen. Yeah, we're gonna hit these guys on purpose. Okay, so as I had expected, we ran out of slabs, so I can get rid of all of the cobblestone slabs that I've got up here, because for the time being, or eventually I'll have to dig all of the, what's that called? Nether brick out anyway, so. Oh, I missed some. Oh, I have... Okay, never mind. It lied to me. Because I was pick blocking to do that. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of these guys. Let's hope this works. Alright, that worked. As long as I jump, I'm pretty sure we were fine. I'm pretty sure I prematurely hit that guy. So I mightn't have to jump. That was dangerous. Alright. We're going to clear this platform at least. Hup. Get rid of all of you guys. Lucky last. Okay. So we are now safe. There shouldn't be anywhere. There is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 spots up there that can spawn things. So I'm surprised the ghast hasn't spawned up yet there, but I'm not even sure if it can. Anyway, so we're going to be building a sort of, I stand in the middle here, run around in a square killing people, or the mobs, but we're going to have to be standing down a little bit lower, because we are on Y60.5, but Y60. And the area that the wither skeletons and I suppose blazes as well, and normal skeletons can spawn, is in anywhere within the bounds of the fortress. So I mentioned this a couple of episodes ago, might have been last episode actually. And I went and grabbed a mod that I've got a link in the description, and it's bounding box something. I can't exactly remember what it was called, but it's not active at the moment. But what it does is it just gives you a visual display of where mobs can spawn and things like that. So here I have from Y72 right down to Y48, I believe. And with wither skeletons being, it's technically 2.4 blocks high, I can have up to about 9 floors on this thing. So yeah, we're going to attempt to get that started. The dangerous part was actually getting this done. So I need to sort of set up a workspace for myself, and I have to make sure I use half slabs or glass everywhere, because otherwise we're going to have problems. So now that I've sort of made this safe, I think what I will be best to do is take these pillars down to, actually no, I need to go further down. I might have to go right down to the bottom to where the lava is. Ooh, I haven't done any measurements, so we won't be getting it done today. I was hoping we could maybe get one of the quadrants done. Quadrants? I said that weird. Actually, what slab blocks to do? Just do a bit of a visual representation of what this is. So if this isn't gonna work, down here will work, because I can actually get on top of that then. Yoink. So if this is the center of the farm, we will end up having sort of towers on all 4 sides, like so. And in each of the towers, now that I've got that sort of worked out, we will be creating flying machines. Now I'm going to try and quickly show you one right now. Alright, so I was doing that right. So if we add a piston here, slime block, another couple of slime blocks just so we can place this observer facing that way. It's not that it powers this piston, it powers the one that goes on this side. So if I take that off, don't you do that. Now as soon as I add this next observer, this will go crazy. So what the idea is we have slime blocks on this sides like this. Now normally you would have this on flat ground, so I don't know how well this will actually work. But as soon as I place, oh damn it, it's not gonna quite work. Oh well, we'll just have that one, just so I can place this. So we place this observer like that. The mobs will be on the floor, and they'll get pushed, and then at the end there'll be a hole. Now I gotta break one of those. No, slime block. You will be missed. So that we do that, and then there's a mechanism you put on at the end. So here we are in the creative world. I should have jumped in here first. So this is our flying machine. This is what I just showed you. And this is the stopping mechanism. So we have the observer. That one's facing this way. And it watches the update in the block here. So if I flip this switch, fly machine will go off. Then on this side, what happens is this observer, oops, I'll turn this off. So I'll do it on this side. So this observer gets an update from the piston when it lands here. Place that. And what that does is puts power into here and turns on the repeater, which then the piston up here in the flying machine gets updated and sends it back. And when you leave the switch up like this, it turns on the torch, which powers this, so even when this gets an update, it can't update that, so it locks it in place. I didn't mean to break that. So hopefully that explanation made a little bit of sense there. If it didn't, don't worry about it. It'll probably make more sense when I actually build the farm. So what I think I'll do for now is I'm going to try and knock all these pillars down. We'll just clear this area out. And that's probably as far as we'll get to for today, because unfortunately I have run out of time. So I am going to actually go grab a beacon, set one up, and I'm going to have to dig up to the bedrock up there somewhere. Yeah, this will be interesting. But of course, I'm not just going to go grab a beacon, I'm going to make another beacon. And apparently, this chunk here is also got screwed up in the nether when all that stuff happened. So I will have to fix this in the future. Alright, dude. Let's go. And ka-chow. Thank you for my nether star, Mr. Wither. It will be much appreciated. Alright, so I'm pretty sure I've lined this up correctly. I did check up there too, so hopefully the beam of power goes on. Yeah, there we go. And haste 2. Cool. Now I'm just going to grab a couple of slabs from over here to cover this up, and I'm going to dig this out. So I've managed to dig just over half of the platform away, and technically I would probably be more inclined to say half, because these sides, their base of these, pillars, rooms, whatnots, they're all really big ones. These ones are only tiny, the 3 little tiny ones, apart from the center platform. My poor beacon's left all alone. If I jump up there actually, these 4 slabs here are actually the center of where the farm will be, although we should be in this one here, because this is actually the center one from, well, I don't know about the sides, it should be from the sides actually, but it is definitely, this chunk is the center from that side to that side, but at the moment, we're going to put that as the center. Oh, actually, I thought there was more attached to this. Hang on a second. Wait. So, it just means that we have more to dig out, that's all. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this chunk here as like our central spot. And then we'll have, on this chunk, we'll have one of our slime block machine things. And do that for each of the surrounding chunks. We could go back. We might have to go back maybe 2 chunks or so. So that's why I want to build it out in this one. It would just mean less digging. So we don't have to dig this spot out. And then the one, like just this tower part. Otherwise we'd have to dig out this bridge, which has, yeah, all the way back to there. Don't know. We shall see. Also, beacon doesn't help. Or it might help a little bit, but it doesn't help a great lot for mining in the nether. Anything, the beacons are just pointless in the nether, to be honest. But the other problem is this thing. Actually, I can take these out now. We'll do that. I think what I might have to do for this one is we'll have to get out some TNT to blow it up. Because it'll take forever to dig all that out. Because I'm pretty sure this is completely filled up. Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 by 5. Mightn't be too bad actually, because I'll just cut it off. I won't go all the way back that way. That's if we make that the center opposed to that. Otherwise, I'm only gonna just cut off the tiny little bit of this building instead. We shall see. Anyway, unfortunately that is all the time I have for today. Whoops, I raised the chunk rendering distance by accident. I shall fix that. I would have liked to have started the build of the farm, but again, run out of time. So instead, I will do the rest of this mining off camera between this episode and then either the next one or the one after that. Not too sure if we will work on here again next episode. Anyway, that's all I have for today, as I've said a couple of times already. Hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you did, please feel free to stick around and see some more. And hopefully we will get this thing built relatively soon. But anyway, that's all. And I hope to see you all next time. But until then, bye!